Hi guys, and welcome back to another fly fishing video. So I'm on the banks of the River Rhymney with my old pal Ian, and we've come to fish the Welsh Grayling Cup. So, without further ado,
Let's get into it.
Hi guys, well I'm stood on the banks of the Rhymney and I'm joined by Kyle and Nathan, who are going to explain a little bit about why I'm here this weekend. So can you tell us a bit about the Welsh Grayling Cup?
Well, it's a teams-based competition. We got 32 anglers, 16 teams of 2 competing over the weekend to hopefully catch a lot of grayling.
Yeah, I hope so, because certainly I've not been fishing since the Hanak, and I don't think Ian's done any fishing either. So it'll be good to get ourselves into some fish. What characteristics can you tell me a bit about the river? Because obviously Ian and I have never fished here before ourselves. We're going to go straight into the comp blind really, so any help that you can give us would be gratefully received.
It's a typical post-industrial river, South Wales Valley River. It's about 30 miles long in total, and it's quite a fast-flowing river. I think, as you've seen by the weather recently, it's spiked up a fair bit, but it has dropped off very quick as well.
Well, we've only been here a short time filming, and I can already see that it's dropping real quick, and there's even starting to be some clarity in the water, which will help tomorrow if we get no rain tonight. I don't think there's any forecast, is there?
No. We have clear skies all tonight, and there's no more rain expected this weekend. So hopefully, like I said, there's about 1.5 foot of clarity at the moment, but we hope that increases by tomorrow, and it should be a perfect level, with a touch of colour left, hopefully.
Well, it does look like it's going to be a fantastic weekend. I suppose the idea is that this competition will become as popular as the Classic on the Test and the Hanak on the River Dee.
We hope so, yeah. Definitely, yeah.
I certainly think there's an appetite for grayling fishing. It's something that's grown in popularity, certainly. When I started, it was £8 to go and fish the Test. For grayling, I think it's £60 for a day on the Test now.
£60 a season down here.
Yeah. And that's why I'm considering joining one of the Welsh clubs this year for trout. It's mad really, you know, 2 hours up the road you're paying £60 a day, and here in South Wales you're paying £60 a year. That's another video actually. So let's try and stay on track with the grayling. So most of the guys that are coming, I suppose I'll recognise them from the Hanak and the Test.
Yes, so it's socially it should be a good event. A lot of people know each other. And like I said, there's a lot from, like I said, the Broadlands Grayling Classic and the Hanak Festival. So I believe we've got the reigning Hanak champions are here, and the Broadlands champions. So that should make it interesting.
Excellent.
See how they get on our post-industrial
have they been down practicing?
They have. Unfortunately, they didn't do very well. So
excellent. That's good news. I'm glad to hear that.
It should be interesting.
Julian, Adam, I hope you have a stinker. They've been winning far too much lately for my liking.
They've been on form recently, the last couple of years.
They definitely have. Well, thanks very much for speaking to me, guys. I'll let you get on. I know you've still got quite a bit of pegging to do, and it does get dark quickly now.
It is.
I'll let you crack on, and I'll see you this evening, no doubt.
Yes.
In the evening, the draw takes place to determine where anglers will fish and which session they will take part in. Everyone has their fingers crossed for a good draw. It is also a good chance to meet up with old friends and meet new ones over a pint and a meal. By all accounts, Ian and I had drawn a great beat. We had beat number 1. We were to fish first and it was an early start, so we found ourselves under a street light setting up our tackle. We wanted to walk the beat as best we could in the light, and it was a stunning morning with the sky burnt with orange and reds. We formulated a plan and decided where we were going to start and kept everything crossed that we were going to have a good session. Well, that's the first session finished, and Ian and I had a rough time of it. We only managed 3. Ian had 2 in the middle of the session, and I kept persevering, and with 4 minutes to go I managed to land a really good fish, which kind of perked me up a bit, because I was staring down the barrel of a blank, and it's for grayling fishing that's not good. But it was an early start, 8:15 in the morning, and they've not quite woken up yet. The other team's gone in now, Simon and Gwillem, and Gwillem's getting ripped in about the smaller fish, but just his last fish was an absolute stonker at 45 centimetres, and he'll be over the moon with that, and that'll bolster his confidence. Simon's still waiting for his first fish, and I know that feeling all too well. So I'm wishing them all the best of luck. Let's see how they're getting on.
Go sideways. Face the water and go sideways. Oh yeah. It's shallower just there. Could you not get up there and walk round? Oh shit. Got you, man. Fucking fuck. Shit. Oh, whoa, whoa. Be careful. Let me take your rod. Took me then. Bastard.
Well, that's Ian and I finished our second session, and thankfully Ian managed to catch 1 grayling, which might not sound a lot, but it will make a big difference overall result wise. So the river's fished pretty tough, Nate, hasn't it? It's not been easy.
It has. It was yeah, pretty cold last night. I think the temperatures were about 1-2 degrees, but it's sort of picked up this afternoon. The second and third session, I think a lot more fish have been caught.
Yeah, not by me. But
some
other
big
people
fish.
have, yeah, there's some big fish being caught, isn't there? What's the record at the moment? 47?
I believe, 47. Yeah, we've had 2 fish at 45, and then we had 1 at 47 then.
Yeah, I think there's every chance of reaching the magic 50 tomorrow, because the river will only improve as there's no more rain tonight, and
That's right,
it is clearing down. I've got to say, when I turned up this morning and seen the bit of water I had, I was very excited because it looked peachy. You know, I thought I should have done better personally, and Ian managed a couple, and I only managed 1, but apparently that was good enough for a session win, I think.
We think so, yeah. We haven't had all the
thereabouts, regardless that sometimes you can catch low numbers and still do quite well, but there's been a couple of swimmers in the pack today. They've done quite well.
We've had 2 good swimmers today, yeah. They'd challenge Adam Peaty, I think. So
yeah, but it's never nice going in the water winter fishing it's the chance you take, and you should really always carry a dry bag with you just in case. So we're in the community centre now. We're just waiting on the rest of the anglers coming back. They'll be hungry and thirsty for a hot drink, I would think. And Lee's busy in the kitchen, working away there, producing the goods. So hopefully we'll have a bit of a social this evening in the pub, and tomorrow morning there's one more session to go.
Yes, all to play for tomorrow.
Absolutely. Got a fantastic prize table, and I wish all my fellow competitors the very best of luck. And we'll see you tomorrow morning. Well, good morning, folks, and we're on this Sunday, the last session of the Welsh Grayling Cup, and Ian and I have drawn a fantastic beat, and we're lucky enough to have two local lads who know the river fairly well to fish beat 6. So Kerry, we've walked the entire beat now. What do you think? It's changed since yesterday, hasn't it?
It's looking really good now. With the level has fined down a little bit, it's gone a bit clearer.
It's like a different river.
It's looking great, isn't it? Yesterday it was pushing through. It was very difficult on a lot of the pegs, but this one is really the one I wanted for
6.
today.
Is that?
6 is an excellent beat in the village of Machen.
Yeah.
We've got some fabulous pools here. You know,
well,
good chance of really good fish here.
Yesterday when we walked it, was like sort of 2 or 3 areas that I thought, yeah, they look reasonable, but today you're like spoilt for choice, aren't you, really?
Yeah, it's opened up a lot of it as well. The wading's going to be easier.
Yep, and that's good for me and Ian. You know, we're not getting any younger, and the easier the wading is, the better we like it.
Yeah, but yeah, looking forward to it, and we're all set up and ready to go.
Yeah, and so what's your approach? How are you going to approach the river?
Well, it's not Phipps Moosh rules, thankfully, so we can be quite adaptable.
Yes.
So I'm not using even a French leader here. I've got monofilament. It's just Maxima Chameleon.
Straight through tippet.
Straight through, and then I've got. Actually, I'm going to start with a single fly. It's a bit different.
All right. Yeah.
With a small split shot to pin it down.
Is that because the water's a lot clearer?
It's a bit clearer, yeah, and I think the fish have seen multiple teams of flies going through, so I think sometimes a single fly can help.
Well, yesterday though, I've seen them going through at high speed.
Yeah, and it'll really sort of slow it down and trundle the fly just above the bottom. That's my thinking. And bright pink to start with. I find the fish here, like if they've been rested a bit, they react, you know, straight away to a bright colour. They'll have a look, you know. So that's the plan. I can fish this as I would year and imp style, high sticking. Yeah. Or I'll attach a bung. So I've got. So you've got that versatility. Yeah, like an airlock indicator. I can slide it up and down and just simply attach it on. Yeah. Hence the reason I've only got one rod, just to stay really mobile. And I've got 2 rods, so I'm feeling a bit stupid now. I wished I'd thought of that. Thanks very much, Kerry. I'm going to let you get prepped up with your partner. Yep. You can have a little chin wag, and me and Ian are looking forward to a masterclass. Yeah, brilliant. Well, it should be a great day, even if we don't catch me. Super. Well, best of luck, mate. Cheers, bud. Take care. Well, that's the end of our last session, and it was rather disappointing for me and Ian. We went in at the back of Kerry Thomas and Lynn Davies, and they're both quite local lads. They know the river really well, but sadly they only had one apiece. Ian and I went in, we thought as the day had warmed up that the Grayling might come on, but it just didn't happen for us. And just about an hour and 3/4 into the session, I bumped 3 fish, one after the other, and they just came off. I just couldn't get them to the net. Ian, very early in the session, caught a really good fish, but unfortunately it snapped him up. There must have been damage to his leader setup, and it just broke away. So we've come away with our heads held pretty low. I managed to get 1 skerrit to the net, which one's better than none, I suppose. But Ian sadly didn't get any in that session. So we're 1 fish. We're probably going to plummet down the table, but it's been an absolute delight to be here and fish the inaugural event of the Welsh Grayling Cup, and I hope to try and get back next year. So let's go inside, we'll get a cup of tea, and we'll see how the prizes have fallen out. They're right as rain after that. But I know you mean they're quite slippy, aren't they? That was a nice stew, that. Temperature started to drop this afternoon, like. I felt it getting cooler. First off, myself and Nathan would like to thank you all for coming along and supporting the competition. The fishing has been challenging, but hopefully you've all enjoyed the weekend. It's been a pleasure to have you all down. Next up, we'd like to thank Guide Fly Fishing.
Up Avon Fly Fishing and Hunt's Original for sponsoring the event and helping with providing some of the great prizes we've got on hand to hand out to you all. Next up is Caerphilly District Angling Association and Royal Oak for allowing the use of their water. Some great fish have been caught over the weekend, and hopefully this will entice some of you to come down and fish it again. Also a big thanks to Lee Parry and Green Apple Catering for the superb food. Last but not least, thanks to Charles, Alex and Andrew who give up their weekend to fishers, ghost anglers and make the numbers up. So well done to them. First off, we got a prizes for the swimmers of the weekend. So Steve Coffron and Harry Watkins. Come on, Harry. Next up is biggest fish with 50 centimetre slab, Rob Redman, wherever he is. It is.
Look happy. I know you're getting a rubbish picture, but hey, glass is nice. Oh, smashing. That's super, thank you.
Good.
Thank you very much.
The low prices as well.
Thank
Drop
you.
out of this number.
Well done, Matt.
Yeah, mate. Cheers. Top man.
Thanks.
Next up is top individual with 11 fish, Gil. Then in third place is England Squirmies, Carl and Brian. 17 fish and 8 place points. Well done. Well done, Bright.
Cheers, mate.
Some nice as well.
Pictures or not? Aye.
Well done, boys.
You get the picture, Charles?
Yeah, good picture.
I did. At least I've got a dog walking.
There's no eyes, no snouts in there.
Well done, boys.
In second place with 10 fish and 7 place points, Wet You Not, Adam and Julian. Well done.
You're great for the smallest. I'm not with a size 10 and size 12.
Yeah. No, absolutely, that's fine.
Awesome.
Yes.
And some hands.
Thank you. I needed some of those.
Thanks for Charlie.
You actually look pleased.
And in first place, and the winners of the first Welsh Grayling Cup is Getting Jiggy With It, Miles and Mark. Tough to be in two, but
Can't believe that one.
I'll have another photo of them, boys.
there she is.
Can you not remember them words?
Yeah, I can
Go on,
remember.
have a wee rehearsal.
Well, without further ado, let's get into it.
You're much better than Kettles. Jesus.
That's not hard to achieve.
He was about a week trying to learn that. Right, you can do that bit. I'll go and you go, no, wait. Without further ado, let's get into it.
Okay.
Right. 3, 2, 1. Hi guys,
No,
and
no, no,
welcome.
wait. Without further ado, let's get into it.
No, I was starting the whole intro. I'll give you your cue, mate.
I thought you just said to me, stop me.
No. Well,
Look, I'm not going to get an Oscar out of this.
At the end, when we finish doing the intro, that's when you steal the thunder.
Is it?
Yeah.
Are
Okay.
you sure?
Right.
Can I see the script?